Yeah, try not to fall asleep. I know you just ate. Thank you. Thanks for having me down. Thanks for all your work putting this together. I know that's not easy. So a little bit about me real quick. I just started with EliteFTS, Executive Equipment Specialist. Basically help people out with equipment needs, training needs, whatever you need. Get a hold of me. We'll help you out. Little background information. When I was 14 years old, I'd been training for 2 years at the time, and my dad mentioned to me, you know, there's people that can coach it, like strength coaches is like a job, like you can go do that and get paid for it. So it was basically like from that point on, I knew I wanted to coach. So, and I wasn't really sure what the job entailed, as none of us are at an early age, or even when we're in college, we really aren't sure what we're in for, I don't think. No, I don't want that update right now. So basically, I was 14 years old, I'd been training for 2 years, and I knew I wanted to coach. So all through high school, I was training, went through college, pursuing this goal. Luckily, I took a little bit of hiatus out of school, came back, did my graduate work at University of Buffalo, and right out of grad school, I landed a D1 job. I did do the internship, all the kind of steps that we've all taken or need to be taken. But the main point is I did reach that goal. And I would say, honestly, there's probably like 5 big factors that were a part of me obtaining that goal. Like my parents, you know, like my wife putting up with all my bullshit. You know, coaches, we know how this goes. But there's a lot of hours that go into everything, so we know that's tough. And honestly, one of those top 5 was probably the information and the people that I met through EliteFTS. Outside accessory movements, we're not going to get this. We're not going to get, I could have put a ton of pictures up here, right? Like the shredded linebacker, LeBron James, kind of an outlier, right? He's going to look like that anyways. But if you have a less than average athlete who doesn't look like LeBron James, you're not going to push him towards being physically like LeBron James with all the foo-foo kind of outside exercises, okay? You've got to have a good foundation, and you've got to prioritize that. Okay, so circle that all around. We had a lot of success in our program. Like I said, movement in the weight room was a big priority. We coached really hard, especially on our main lifts. One of the movements was box squats, and I think it's made a really big difference for us. Dr. Mann, you talked about the three things that cause ACL, right? Internal rotation, forward drift in the knees. What else? Abduction, okay? So when we box squat correctly, we take care of all those 3 things with one movement. Okay, setting up your box correctly. This is one of the things I see screwed up a lot. Can you guys see that line? There's a red line there. It should be bigger. It's hard to see. So basically, first day, teach your kids how to set up their box. We had these boxes, which are good. That would be my first pick, okay? Because what I did, does anybody box squat their kids in here? Okay, one of the biggest pains, correct me if I'm wrong, is when you get different groups coming in and you got to sit there and watch your athletes adjust the box. Yeah, so it drives you nuts because my basketball player comes in, puts the box all the way up. They got these things here, you can adjust. But then my 5'2" track girl comes in and she's too lazy to move the pins, so she squats off of the 6'8" kid's box. It doesn't. Chins up, fill your stomach up, 2 steps back, feet wide. Okay, so now she's narrow. Yep, a little more. You feel a little bit uncomfortable? Perfect. Okay. Toes, this is going to vary on the kid's hip mobility. I like to teach out a little bit, not crazy, right, duck foot. If they can go straight ahead and that's where they're comfortable, let them, okay? Head's in the bar, elbows are forward. Now, before you squat, you're going to take a big breath in, right? I'm just kind of going through these, and then we'll go through and let her squat some, and I'll correct her as she goes. But this is just kind of general overview. When we taught kids, I would do this. I would do this and walk them through it and have them all watch me first. And then the next thing we would do is we would break them off, so they'd go to their racks, and then they would all do the bar for 20 to warm up, and then we would work up, like just put a little bit of weight on and start doing speed sets. And I'd go.
Congratulations on making it to the end of the video. Why don't you celebrate by watching more videos just like it? You can also help us on our quest to placate the algorithm gods by liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. Thank you.